der Held und die Prinzessin.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Okay, ja, aber vielleicht ist sie ja wirklich unglücklich, weil sie eingesperrt wurde.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Okay.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Na gut.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Ich will aber nicht. Okay, Hast du schon in Betracht gezogen, dass ich es begrüßen könnte, wenn die Welt endet? Ich weiß gar nicht tatsächlich mittlerweile, was wir schon genommen haben. Wir nehmen das hier. Klasse, ich wollte schon immer mal eine Monarchin um die Ecke bringen. Vive la Revolution.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Gut.
You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
Wie jedes Mal.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Alles klar.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ja.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wir gehen weiter.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Wir nehmen die Klinge mit.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Klar. Wir betreten den Keller.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Ich bin's.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Sie ist wirklich nicht mehr so nett, ne?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hallo, ich glaube, ich soll dich töten.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Gerne.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Das erzählt er uns zumindest schon seit vielen, vielen Folgen.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Was? Niemals? Wie kommst du denn darauf? Nein, das war ein Witz. Nein, das war kein Witz. Ich habe mich noch nicht entschieden. Ich bin nur hier, um zu reden. Nein, das war kein Witz.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
Ach, okay.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Ja, lass die Klinge fallen und klammere die Klinge fester. Wir lassen sie jetzt erstmal fallen.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Hä? Okay. Wer hat von einer Beziehung gesprochen? Naja. Ja, das ist wirklich, ziemlich seltsam. Unsere Beziehung? Flirtest du etwa mit mir? Wie bekommen wir dich hier raus? Ich bin hier, weil du angeblich die Welt zerstören sollst. Da draußen gibt es Leute, die glauben, dass du die Welt zerstören willst. Was sagst du dazu? Wie heißt du? Wie lange bist du schon hier unten? Weißt du, warum ich dich töten soll? Gut, wir haben genug geredet. Weißt du, warum ich dich töten soll?
Do you?
Ich weiß nicht. Es heißt, du wirst die Welt zerstören.
Don't just tell her that.
Ach so, warum nicht?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Nicht wirklich. Was wirst du tun, wenn ich dich befreie? Man hat mir genug gesagt. Ich hatte gehofft, das könntest du mir sagen. Nein, aber es hat sicher seine Gründe, dass sie diese Information vor mir geheim halten. Nein, und um ehrlich zu sein, vertraue ich lieber dir als denen. Ich nehme mal das.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Ich habe noch ein paar Fragen, bevor ich mich entscheide. Erschlage die Prinzessin. Weißt du was? Ich habe meine Meinung geändert. Ich vertraue dir nicht. Ich schau mal, was ich tun kann.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Ich gehe mal oben nachsehen. Vielleicht liegt der Schlüssel dort irgendwo. Und wenn nicht, dann finde ich vielleicht etwas anderes, um dich zu befreien.
I'll be here.
Okay.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Ich weiß nicht. Wir kehren zurück.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Okay.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Das erzählst du uns immer.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Mhm.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Okay. Was machen wir jetzt? Wir schlagen sie einfach.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
Das war ganz schön hinterrücks.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
Okay, cool.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Mhm.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you.
Ich hab mich einfach umgestoßen.
The two of you struggle on the
Oh
ground.
Gott.
You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Okay. Erschlage die Prinzessin.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. We can still turn this around.
Okay. Gib auf, bringe es zu Ende, renne die Treppe hoch und sperre sie im Keller ein. Vielleicht verblutet sie ja. Aber die Tür ist ja zu. Wir rennen die Treppe hoch
The
und
princess
sperren
is
sie
still
ein.
chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of here. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is, she's so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now.
Okay.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Oh Gott.
Make things easier on yourself and let me out.
Nee, lieber
It's
nicht.
not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Mhm.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Droh mir so viel du willst, dann muss ich wenigstens kein schlechtes Gewissen haben. Was auch immer du bist keine Prinzessin. Verschwende ruhig deine Kraft, ich warte hier auf dich. Also war das alles nur gespielt. Du bist weder unschuldig noch harmlos. Du bist nicht einmal eine Prinzessin. Warum kann ich die Sachen nicht nehmen? Warum kann ich das nicht nehmen? Ignoriere sie und schlafe ein? Wir nehmen das, was auch immer du bist keine Prinzessin, verschwende ruhig deine Kraft, ich warte hier auf
I
dich.
wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest, do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
Okay, cool.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Ich weiß nicht.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Was?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Unfassbar beruhigend.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Beruhigend.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Oh
A
Gott.
shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Mhm.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
Okay. Wissen wir
It
das?
can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is.
Na toll.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Kapitel 2. Der Albtraum.
You're on a
Yeah,
path
cool.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ich glaube, ich habe gerade ein schreckliches Déjà-vu.
Terrible sense of déjà vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Okay, jetzt haben wir auch noch
That's
Paranoia.
a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all.
Ah, das ist mehr als nur ein Déjà-vu. Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass das alles eben schon mal passiert ist. Dreh dich um und geh.
You have already committed to my completion.
Manu!
You cannot go further astray.
Dann gehen wir halt weiter.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Mhm. Wir gehen weiter. Und vertrauen niemanden.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Cool.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Okay.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay. Hier sind überall Augen. Du hast den Spiegel an der Wand. Die ganze Hütte ist anders als in meiner Erinnerung. Die ganze Hütte ist anders als in meiner Erinnerung.
Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right? She knows that we're here. Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Ach so.
So
ja,
focus
gut.
up. A lot's riding on this.
Wir nehmen die Klinge mit.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Okay.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Eine Bombe einfach reinschmeißen.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Okay.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Betritt den Keller.
You
Oh Gott.
cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Cool, ich freue mich drauf.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Wie schwer ist es, ein Messer zu werfen? Ich werde mit ihr reden. Wir brauchen keinen Plan. Ich werde sie einfach töten. Der Erzähler scheint sicher, dass ich es kann. Ich weiß echt nicht, wieso ihr alle so pessimistisch seid. Springe in die Leere zwischen den Stufen. Springe in die Leere zwischen den Stufen? Machen wir mal.
You
Geht
attempt to
nicht.
step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force.
Ich
Why
weiß
did you
nicht.
do that? What did you think would happen?
Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich wollte es nur mal ausprobieren. Ich war neugierig. Der Sturz in die endlose Leere erschien mir besser, als runterzugehen und zu sterben. Ich habe einfach Angst. Ich nehme das.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything?
Einfach?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Na gut.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of
Zur
cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Stimmt irgendwie, ne?
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Na toll.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh Gott. Dreh und geh zurück.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there.
Na geilo.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Cool.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
Gott.
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
Die sieht aus wie so eine kaputte Puppe jetzt.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Mhm.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Okay.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Okay.
Heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Lungs, liver.
Gott.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Mhm.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Lungs.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Nicht wirklich, scheinbar.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Nerves. She isn't attacking us. Lungs. Why?
Ich weiß auch nicht.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Warum gibst du mir nicht den Rest? Was nütze ich dir lebendig? Was willst du von mir? Was ist passiert, nachdem du mich letztes Mal getötet hast? Ich wurde geschickt, um zu verhindern, dass du die Welt zerstörst. Ich kann dich nicht einfach gehen lassen. Du bist verrückt, das ist dir klar, oder? Wenn du willst, dass wir zusammenarbeiten, kannst du dann wenigstens die Sache mit dem Organ versagen lassen? Wie wäre es, wenn ich dich stattdessen einfach töte? Wir müssen keine Feinde sein, wir können zusammenarbeiten, wir können sogar Freunde sein. Ich werde nichts von all dem tun. Ich helfe dir nicht hier raus und ich werde nicht versuchen, dich zu töten. Mach also, was du willst. Wirf die Klinge weg und bleib in diesem Albtraum. In Ordnung, verschwinden wir von hier. Geht gemeinsam. Na gut, du hast gewonnen. Ich lasse dich gehen. Geht gemeinsam. Renn weg. Erschlag die Prinzessin. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Wir gehen einfach gemeinsam.
What? No!
Ach so, nicht?
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
Ja, beautiful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster?
Vielleicht?
Shit.
Ja.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Lungs. I wouldn't trust having our back to her.
Richtig.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver. Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. Heart, lungs, liver.
Wie wäre es, wenn du vorgehst?
Why, are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now.
Ach, plötzlich.
Besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen. And I don't think you'd want that to happen either.
She urges you forward, like one might a reluctant pet.
Na gut, betritt
You place a
die Treppe.
shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
Ja.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
Scheinbar ist das passiert.
Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
Ja.
I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart, lungs... Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Nein. Ich glaube, die Tür ist verschlossen. Versuche die Tür zu öffnen. Ich glaube, die Tür ist
You haven't
verschlossen.
even tried it. It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Okay. Versuche die Tür zu öffnen.
You pull against the door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you? Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her?
Na stimmt, aber er versucht ja uns zu
I
kontrollieren.
don't know. Secret reasons?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her.
Nein.
I thought you wanted us to slay her.
Stimmt.
It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now or everything is over. Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes.
Ah.
Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system. We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. You're terrible at this. I know. I'm doing my best. Yes, it's very...
What are you doing?
Gott.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things.
Lungs, liver,
They were asking you for your blessing to trust me.
heart,
Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy.
liver,
Don't trust him.
Okay.
Really?
heart,
So you'd have them trust her?
liver.
Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it?
Irgendwie schon.
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down.
Okay.
Thank you for your gracious show of support. But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact. Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. All right, I'm done. You can let me take over again. Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. So don't make a lady wait any longer, okay?
Was für eine Dame, ich sehe keine. Wow.
The door.
Nerves, heart,
Ich verlasse die Hütte.
liver. The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. Nerves, heart. You bastard. You've actually done it. Nerves. You've actually doomed everyone. Lungs, liver, nerves,
Der Erzähler ist weg.
heart,
It's so beautiful.
nerves,
I can't wait to ruin it.
liver, nerves,
But it's so cold, too.
lungs,
It's itching against my skin.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Die Prinzessin sackt entkräftet zu Boden.
Why is it so cold?
nerves.
Du wirst abgeholt. Bye bye. Du schaffst es nicht zu antworten und das wirst du auch nie. Es ist Zeit zu gehen, deine Erinnerungen kehren zurück.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Alles wird gut, vertraut mir einfach.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Ja,
It's calling us. And not in a good way.
wir sehen uns auf der anderen Seite. Alles wird gut.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you?
Nähere dich dem Spiegel. Du näherst dich dem Spiegel. Betrachte dein Spiegelbild. Es ist totenstill, als du deine Hand ausstreckst. Wieder einmal sind sie fort. Der Spiegel lässt sich verschwinden. Aber du musst sehen, was in ihm ist. Meine Hand sieht ganz anders aus hier, der Cursor. Du bist rein gar nichts. Aber das ist nicht wahr. Du kannst nicht nichts sein. Du schaust genauer hin und dann siehst du sie. Eine Gestalt, schwach und in Schatten gehüllt, direkt hinter deinem Spiegelbild. Bist du ich?
I think you know what I am.
Hä? In der oberen Spiegelmitte bildet sich ein Sprung, der die Reflexion nach und nach in zwei Teile spaltet. Dann entsteht noch ein Sprung und noch einer, bis der Spiegel in lauter scharfe Glasscherben zerfällt. Du bist also der Erzähler. Ich hatte mich schon gefragt, ob ich dich jemals zu Gesicht bekommen würde. Was bist du? Bist du so wie ich? Wenn du nicht ich bist, was bist du dann? Ich habe so viele Fragen an dich. Tut es weh, wenn Teile von dir abbrechen? Es tut mir leid, ich wollte dich nicht zerstören. Würde es helfen, wenn ich wegschaue oder aufhöre, Fragen zu stellen? Jedes Mal, wenn ich dich etwas frage, zerbricht ein Teil von dir. Bist du ein Teil von mir oder bist du etwas ganz anderes? Du wolltest immer, dass ich die Prinzessin erschlage. Warum? Ich habe dich schon oft getroffen. Warst du jedes Mal derselbe? Ich hätte das alles gar nicht sehen sollen, oder? Was ist das für ein Ort? Wo sind wir hier? Du wolltest immer, dass ich die Prinzessin erschlage. Warum?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oh Gott. Ich wurde für diese Aufgabe erschaffen. Wer hat mich denn erschaffen? Was bin ich?
You're the long quiet, The god I
Okay.
made to rid the world of death. world of death.
Ich will kein Gott sein, ich will ich sein.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
Du bist also der Erzähler. Ich hatte mich schon gefragt, ob ich dich jemals zu Gesicht bekommen
The
würde.
narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Tut es weh, wenn Teile von dir
It
abbrechen?
doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Jedes Mal, wenn ich dich etwas frage, zerbricht ein Teil von dir.
And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Bist du ein Teil von mir oder bist du etwas ganz anderes?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Versionen von dir. Das hast du schon mal gesagt. Ich habe also verschiedene Varianten von dir getroffen.
You were, and it was by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Hast du denn gar nichts zu deiner Verteidigung zu sagen? Zu diesem ganzen
I do.
Größenwahn?
The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Okay. Glaubst du, dass irgendjemand verdient hat zu leben nach allem, was du uns angetan hast?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Frage so lange, bis dir die Fragen ausgehen, war die Errungenschaft. Ich glaube, deine Zeit ist abgelaufen. Keine Sorge, ich werde sie vernichten als Lüge. Ich werde sie nicht erschlagen und ich will, dass du das weißt, bevor du endlich stirbst.
There's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Bye bye.
I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away.
Okay. Als die letzte Glasscherbe zerspringt, siehst du dich selbst in einem neuen, klareren Licht. Der Erzähler hatte recht. Du bist die lange Stille, ein gewaltiger, im Entstehen begriffener Gott. Und es ist endlich Zeit für dich aufzuwachen. Alles hier bist du. Geh ein letztes Mal zur Hütte. Am Ende deiner Reise gibt es kein letztes Gefäß, dessen Geschichte du bezeugen könntest. Es gibt nichts für dich zu finden. Nicht? Okay. Oha.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Du hast mir auch gefehlt. Weißt du von dem Echo? Hast du unser Gespräch gehört?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Ich bin die lange Stille, aber ich weiß nicht wirklich, was das bedeutet.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Was passiert jetzt?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Es sind noch so viele Geschichten unvollendet. Können wir wirklich einfach fortgehen? Hast du denn bei all dem auch etwas zu sagen? Warum bleibt das alles an mir hängen? Lass uns darüber reden. Ich habe noch so viele Fragen und ich brauche Antworten, bevor ich eine Entscheidung treffen kann. Wenn ich dich entkommen lasse, wird eine ganze Welt für immer zerstört. Das kann ich nicht tun. Wenn das schon immer deine Bestimmung war, welche Rolle habe ich dann in all dem gespielt? Waren meine Entscheidungen überhaupt wichtig? Wenn es am Ende nur einen Ausgang gibt? Es muss doch einen anderen Weg geben. Es kann doch nicht nur darauf hinauslaufen, dass ich dich erschlage oder freilasse. Das mache ich nicht mit. Erschlage die Prinzessin. Ich glaube, es ist Zeit, dass wir von hier verschwinden. Aber ich weiß nicht wohin, ich weiß nicht wie und wohin.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Befreie dich. Du fällst in dich hinein. Der Körper einer uralten Kreatur erwacht aus seinem Schlaf und du spürst unzählige Gliedmaßen, die du früher nicht kanntest. Alles hier außer ihr bist du. Du spürst deine Flügel, die den Kosmos umspannen. Sie sind verdreht und verkrümmt und in qualvoller Spannung an eine endliche Dimension gebunden. Du spürst, wie das Glas des Konstrukts dich von unendlich vielen Seiten und aus unendlich vielen Winkeln gefangen hält. Du kämpfst dagegen an. Aber es gibt nicht nach.
I love you.
Nimm ihre Hand. Schlagartig löst sich die unnachgiebige Spannung. Okay. Du bist frei und sie ist bei dir.
It's magnificent.
Es gibt keine Worte, keine Gedanken, um diese absolute Realität, diese reine Existenz zu beschreiben. Was passiert jetzt?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Tritt in die Unendlichkeit. Ihr schreitet gemeinsam in 1000 Morgenröten und 1000 Abenddämmerungen und in jeder von ihnen stecken 1000 weitere. Du spürst deine Existenz, dein Bewusstsein. Du bist so, wie du immer warst und immer sein wirst. Zwietracht liegt in eurer Natur, doch ihr werdet niemals allein sein und niemals Angst kennen. Ihr seid endlich zu Hause. Nur Neuanfänge. Okay, krass. Ja, nice. Das ist echt ein krasses Spiel und es gibt noch so viele Enden und Errungenschaften sowieso, über 100 irgendwas. Also, ist echt ein gut gemachtes Spiel. Wirklich sehr, sehr cool. Also, ich kann es nur jedem empfehlen, im Grunde selber dann auch zu spielen und seine eigenen Entscheidungen zu treffen. Ja, ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Und wir sehen uns im nächsten Video. Bis dahin. Bye, bye.